Understanding your numbers and keeping up to date on your finances is key to the success of your business. When you actively keep a pulse on your business finances, you'll certainly make better business decisions. If you're thinking that you're just not a numbers person, you're not good when it comes to numbers or math, or you're afraid to make mistakes, I want to help you overcome these fears. I get it, and I know how numbers or finances are not everybody's strength or their zone of genius. I will admit, however, that I love working with numbers, and I've never been afraid of them. But I have other areas in my business that I don't have those same strong strengths in. And I struggle in these areas much like I'm sure that you struggle with your finances. So I totally understand where you're coming from. In today's podcast episode, I'm going to help you overcome your fear of numbers and how you can let them help you succeed in your business. If you're using a computerized software system like QuickBooks, Xero, Wave, or FreshBooks for your business finances, or if you're doing your bookkeeping manually with an Excel spreadsheet or even a Google document, you can use your numbers to help you understand your business finances. I'll have solutions for what you can do if you think numbers and finances are boring or time-consuming as well. It's okay to have these thoughts or fears, but you and I both know that when you own your own business, there are things that you need to do for your business to make an impact not only on your bottom line or your income, but for your business to succeed in other areas as well. It's time for you to break these fears or habits that may be holding you back and start this new year off in the right direction. Whether you're starting a business or side hustle, you're a self-employed individual, a solopreneur, entrepreneur, mompreneur, freelancer, business owner, bookkeeper, virtual assistant, or other professional. You can overcome these obstacles so that you can enjoy, yes, I said enjoy, your business and your business finances. If you're looking back at the last year and you're thinking about how far behind your bookkeeping or your finances are, and just how much work you need to do to catch up on your bookkeeping to get ready for the upcoming tax deadline, listen in. I promise I have some solutions for you. You're listening to the Mastering Your Small Business Finances podcast, where we get straight to the point on topics that ultimately affect your bottom line. That's right, as an entrepreneur with a small business, money management, growth, marketing, they all affect your bottom line. I'm your host, Chris Ponick. I'm a certified public accountant, and I've been helping small business owners like you navigate and easily understand these complicated topics for over 25 years. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandmother, and a small business owner myself, so I know your time is valuable. In my free time, I make the best sugar cookies and have mastered an amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe. And that's not just my opinion. You're in the right place. I promise your time will be well spent here. Each week, you'll gain confidence and clarity while making a successful impact on your business and grow your bottom line. Get comfy, grab a cookie, and let's get straight to the point with this week's episode. Welcome back. I hear things like, I'm not a numbers person. I'm afraid to make a mistake. I'm just not good with numbers. Numbers are boring, and numbers are time-consuming. Well, I'm not here to tell you any different, but I do feel that what you tell yourself is what you will actually believe. What would happen if you started telling yourself that this is the year that you are going to gain control of your business finances, and you're going to make this the year that you understand more about what your financial statements tell you about your business? I'm not saying that you need to tell yourself that you are going to gain all the knowledge you need in this 1 year. I'm just suggesting that you start making steps towards being in control and understanding a little more than you have in the past about your business finances. Sound like a plan? Awesome. Let's jump in. First, to gain control of your finances, you will need to start off by making sure that your bookkeeping is up to date. I want you to be brutally honest with yourself right now. How is your bookkeeping looking for this last year? Do you only have a few things to finish up and your books are all ready to go? Or did you not even get a chance to do any of your bookkeeping yet? Maybe you're somewhere in between and you have some of it done, but you still need to catch up on a few months yet. When you look back at your last year's bookkeeping, this is going to give you a pretty good insight as to how you should approach gaining control of your finances. Know your boundaries. If you haven't started your bookkeeping for the last year, you may want to find a bookkeeper who can help you get everything caught up. Let's face it, if you haven't had a chance in the last year to do any bookkeeping, you need some help in this area. Hiring a bookkeeper will help you get your bookkeeping in order, and if you want to take it over after everything is caught up, that's always a possibility as well. There are a lot of really good bookkeepers out there who would be happy to help you with your bookkeeping. They thrive on doing this type of work, and they love helping business owners ensure that they have the appropriate information to make sound business decisions. I know this because I feel this way myself, and many other bookkeepers contact me with their availabilities for new clients, and I can see that they share the same passion for bookkeeping as I do. I also help them set up processes and grow their bookkeeping businesses. On the other hand, if you have some of your bookkeeping done and you know you can get it caught up yourself and you're ready to put a plan in place so that you can gain control of your finances, now is the time to make sure that you have that plan in place. There are so many different ways that you can do your bookkeeping, but the one main thing you need is to make your bookkeeping a priority for you and your business. If you still have some apprehension about numbers or doing your bookkeeping, maybe this isn't the year that you do your bookkeeping yourself. You could always have someone help you until you overcome these fears and feel like you can make bookkeeping a priority and be confident about it. If you're an accountant or high-stress professional, you want to start enjoying your life more, both at work and at home. You've likely built a successful career, but at what cost? The problem is, you're so buried in deadlines and to-do lists that there's no time or energy left for the things that really matter. You're great at managing clients, deadlines, and numbers, but your own stress, time, and well-being, well, they always seem to come last. The constant pressure leads to burnout, guilt, and feeling like no matter how much you do, it's never enough. I see this all the time. As a CPA with over 20 years of experience and a certified coach, I've helped high-achieving professionals, just like you, go from stress and burnout to a more integrated and balanced lifestyle using the reinvention process. This process helps you reduce stress, reclaim your time, and finally build a healthier, happier, and more balanced lifestyle without sacrificing your success. The truth is, stress doesn't go away on its own, and eventually the cost isn't just exhaustion, it's your health, your relationships, and your love for the work you once enjoyed. If you're ready to build a life that you don't need a vacation from, it's easy to get started. First, schedule your complimentary stress audit and clarity session, where in just one session, I'll help you pinpoint what's really draining your time and energy. Create a personalized action plan to help you simplify your life, reclaim your time, and increase your productivity so that you start living with more energy, focus, and freedom. You don't have to keep doing this alone. I can help you customize a plan to stop the overwhelm and start enjoying your life again. Go to financialadventure.com, click on the Work With Me button, and book your free session today. Let this be the moment that you stop just surviving and start living with more control and finally enjoy a more integrated and balanced lifestyle again. In the meantime, check out all the other resources and solutions on my website that you can immediately apply to your life so that you can stop being stressed out and feeling like you're never doing enough, and instead breathe a sigh of relief at the end of the day knowing you've accomplished enough and can enjoy your life more. Whether you do your own bookkeeping or you have someone else helping you with your bookkeeping, your main goal as a business owner is to use those numbers to your advantage and help you succeed in your business. I want you to think about the fears that you have with your numbers or your finances. Is it that you feel that you don't have enough information to understand what your numbers mean? Or do you feel like you never did well in math, so you think you won't do well with your finances? Think about this for a bit and find out what your actual fear is when it comes to numbers and your business finances. Once you know what your fear is, you will be much more capable of overcoming that specific fear. It's understandable that if bookkeeping and finances isn't what you're skilled in, it can be hard, but you can overcome these difficulties. With many of the computer software systems out there, like QuickBooks Online, you don't even need to be fluent in math. Many of these systems take care of the math part for you. You just need to have a system in place to account for all of your money coming in and going out of your business. Gaining control of your finances will come naturally when you have your bookkeeping up to date. The understanding part will come with looking at your numbers on a consistent basis. Since we already talked about how you can gain control of your bookkeeping, and you've made up your mind if you're going to hire a bookkeeper or you're going to do it yourself, next, I want to help you come up with a plan to understand your finances. I want you to set up a time to face your fears and look over your financial statements each and every month. Whether you do your own bookkeeping or you have a bookkeeper helping you, you'll be able to generate your financial statements. These will include your balance sheet and your profit and loss report or your income statement. When you have these financial statements, you can start looking at how your business is doing and even make comparisons from month to month. If you get overwhelmed with all the details, you can start off by looking at the summaries of your numbers. You can always dig deeper into certain numbers to find out what they consist of when you feel a little more comfortable. You might want to pick just a few categories to look into, and as you get more comfortable with them, you can move on to another category. If and when you have questions, I want you to talk to your bookkeeper, your accountant, CPA, or tax preparer. Don't be embarrassed. This is why we are here for you. When you ask questions, it shows us that you're actually looking at your financial statements and want to learn more. I always tell my clients that there is no such thing as a stupid question. If they don't understand something, we talk about it in a way that they are able to understand. Once they understand, there are normally more questions to follow, but this is how you will gain the knowledge that you need to understand your business finances. The more you understand, the less you'll fear your numbers. This is the goal that we're working towards, so please ask the questions. If you're doing your own bookkeeping and you have a tendency to think bookkeeping is boring or time-consuming, I want you to schedule a few tasks to do each day or at least weekly. I also want you to complete these tasks the very first thing every day. I totally understand what it's like to have a task on your list that you just dread doing. It's easy to put off, and you think about it all day long. Instead of wasting your energy on all of these negative thoughts, I want you to put that task as your first task of the day or the week and just get it done. If bookkeeping is not your favorite thing to do, but you're bound and determined to get it done for your business, make sure that you do something special to reward yourself for making it a priority and getting it done. This doesn't need to be an expensive reward. Maybe you stop at your favorite coffee shop and grab a beverage to reward yourself for a job well done. Remember that falling behind or trying to catch up with your bookkeeping is much harder to do than just doing it on a consistent basis. As a business owner, you know you need to know how your finances are impacting your business. I'm proud of you for taking the initiative to get to know your finances better this year. Your numbers don't lie. They tell you what is actually happening within your business. Understanding these numbers and eliminating your fears will build confidence and ultimately will help you make the smart business decisions, which will lead to your business success. And you know I'm going to ask, what's at least one thing that you'll take away from this episode that will help your business succeed and grow your bottom line? If you need some accountability, join our private Facebook community and post your action item. We'd love to support you. Thanks for taking the time to tune into this episode of Mastering Your Small Business Finances. If you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, I'd love for you to give it a 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. Visit financialadventure.com for the show notes, links from this episode, and while you're there, leave a comment if you have a topic you're interested in learning more about that affects your bottom line. If you're looking for a community where you can ask questions and get feedback about your small business, join my private Facebook group. You can find the links to this group and more on financialadventure.com. And remember, any financial information shared on this podcast is not to be considered professional, financial, or tax advice and should not be solely relied upon. Please consult your CPA or tax advisor for an opinion on your specific circumstances. I'm looking forward to having you tune in next time. Until then, dream big, follow your heart, and love what you do.